Welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how to factor a quadratic equation using the box method. So the equation we have here is 4x squared minus 5x minus 6 in this top box here. So we're going to make a little box, 4 quadrants. We're going to put this first number 4x squared, and then in this last box we're going to put the number negative 6. So we have to find two numbers which multiply to something and add to something. So in this case, they have to add to negative 5x, which is our middle term, which it will always be your middle term. And then we have these two boxes, which will be variables later on. And then to multiply, we multiply this first term by this last term. So 4x times negative 6 equals negative 24x squared. So 4x squared times negative 6 is negative 24x squared. So that is what we were trying to multiply to. So here I have a couple factors. Okay, a couple factors of 24. So we have to find two numbers that could create a negative 5. So we were adding up to negative 5, and we had to multiply to 24. Well, negative 24, but you could make that by turning one of these negative. So factors of 24, 1, 24, 2 and 12, 4 and 6, and then 8 and 3. So from these numbers, we have to find two numbers that could create a negative 5. So from adding them together, or you could subtract one from another. One could be negative. Well, since this will be a negative 24, one will be negative. So 1 minus 24 is negative 23. 24 minus 1 is 23. That is not a negative 5. 2 minus 12 is negative 10. 12 minus 2 is 10. That cannot be a negative 5. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. That cannot be a negative 5. Here, 8 minus 3 is 5. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So we are going to take our 8 and our 3. So now we got our factors. We're going to put in 8x and then a 3x. We'll just put them in a position and add an x on them. So 8x and 3x. So now we have to take out the greatest common factor. So of 4x squared and 3x, what's the greatest common factor? X. So put an x there. 8x and negative 6, what's the greatest common factor? 2. 4x squared and 8x, what's the greatest common factor? 4x. 3x and negative 6, what's the greatest common factor? 3. So now we check our work. 4x times x is 4x squared. Correct. 4x times 2 is 8x. That's correct. 3 times 2 is negative 6. No, that can't be true. So either this 2 is negative or this 3 is negative. And then, so we can check by doing this. 3 times this x is a 3x. So that's correct. So that means this 2 is negative. And then that would also mean negative 2 times 4x is negative 8x. And that would make sense if we're trying to add up to negative 5x. Negative 8x plus 3x is negative 5x. So that adds up to negative 5. So now we have this. X minus 2 and 4x plus 3 would be our factoring. And if you want to see, that comes back out. X times 4x, 4x squared. X times 3 is 3x. Negative 2 times 4x. Negative 8x plus 3x is negative 5x. So that'll be 4x squared minus 5x. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. So we factored our equation. So thank you for watching. That was just a quick little lesson on factoring quadratic equations using the box method. Thank you.